But it is I have returned. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Iron Man Permadeath. Skip the tutorial. Tutorial has no bearing on the game proper. Right. Disciples upgrade. This is gonna be our shooty McShoot man. Disciplines, not disciples. Maybe I should see about multi-classing. Oh, that's crazy good. Oh, that's troops. Okay, I went shooter healer. I'm gonna go shooter brain guy. Size axe. This might be good to equip to some of my guys anyway, just because, or this, the Curado. Alright. Canticles, only got the one, Lifting of Life. Oh. Probably be reading this. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Unnecessary use of concentrator power, waste of resources of Vidax, insufficient use, go to augmatic bay for improvements. Xeno's tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner. Most poetic, Collector Dogmatus, your thoughts on how to proceed? You should take my cues from the writing of Archimagos. The stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual blessed instance. Employ one immediately. Faith is a powerful thing in the sensor servitor. A held subdominal sensor servitor is a piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalorians 591. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. Must be escorted on its sacred duty. It's a team ahead. My gratitude, Magos. The Xeno's corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well, his will be done. Okay. Non-standard behavior. No. Got cognition points. Did increase Necron initiative, but cognition points and an STC. Magnets. How the fuck do they work? Put down this sound. Very nice. The command points. I'll go get this glyph since we have the. That's money. Oh, right. Hmm. Finally, we can study the standard conflict Necron warrior weak spots detected, none concerning. Underestimate Gauss weaponry, highly volatile. Our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. They will self-repair, reanimate, or reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill the Skitaria are the equivalent of Class C Greys to Necrons. All enemies. We'll beam down every fucking motherfucker I can. That a little bit, just so the let's get this. Yeah, that gives us money. Like such. Just analytics. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. He's killed. We're good. be a machine spirit attack, which means it'll actually put some hurt on him. Right. So the damage. Give me another cognition point. Give me that cognition. I wish to cog. I hit him very hard. Kill him. Kill him. Mr. Electric. Kill him. Kill him now. On the next canticle. Give him a schmack. Next turn for this guy, I'm going to use the canticle that heals him. Because this guy ain't going to live. would be lethal. Oh. Positive outcome back. This is right and proper to you that you see as I do the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. It needs to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, this place is less malodorous. Trust you will continue to consider the alien with hatred and disdain they deserve, Myros. If we explore this world, remember the words of the binary hierarch Gesamor. The weak in mind will seek to understand the Xenos. The strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. Tactical saved me a couple Blackstone bucks. Very useful, because if I go to my cohort, now give you or 3 max HP, 1 energy armor is actually quite a lot. Oh. Right. Do I want to continue Lex Mechanic? I think I do. 20 dodge chance. That's cool as fuck. I think I'm gonna keep most of these guys single discipline, at least until I don't know if you can like get more than like I don't know if you're capped at 9 upgrades, they're all gonna be single discipline. Just because I think that's I don't know LARP reasons. This ain't LARP. This is literally a video game. The live action part is not pertinent. Okay, but I do have... Okay, I don't have augment capacity because I used it to give them those things, which is fine. A level 2 servitor. Physical attacks get power field generator. Alright. Our master's voice. Install a system of voxcasters to transmit prayers. Dampen the Xenos taint. Do I have a canticle? I have no canticles. Just have the one canticle. I want more canticles. Potential for corruption in the Tomb of Agrolek continues to vex me, Magos. Spreading of the incense was not enough. I fear not, Magos. The malevolence of the Necrons is overwhelming. Observations on Tech Cosmos verse 80. Not 80. 68. We are derelict in our duty when we allow corruption to plague the minds of good men. What do you suggest? Progress in the tomb makes it possible for us to install a system of voxcasters. What would that achieve? Lingua Technis prayers could be transmitted to the very heart of the Necron's resting place. Our troops would go everywhere bathed in the sacred binary of the Omnissiah. When thou desirous to discuss purely, use binary. A novel concept. Considered your plan and a cohort has been deployed. Personally selected the prayers purification and translate them into broad spectrum binary. Once the voxcasters are active, the tomb will ring with the Omnissiah's word. I have the voxcaster locations plotted, Magos. I'm still uncertain if it is worth the risk to our people. When in possession of unaugmented emotional cores. Oh. I didn't realize that clicking and dragging would count as click to continue. Right. There will be a spot of scuffle here. Survive 3 rounds. There's also this up here, which I want to kill. Maybe move there first, then shot, then... I'll leave that for... Wait, you also have an enhanced range. So. Critical for 2. This might do nothing, but it's worth fishing for it, because, well, there's no other possible outcome. I could have actually had one of these guys double back to here to grab this cognition point manually, and then used their servo skill to grab that one. I did not do this. This was an oversight on my part. Blade one and a Necron warrior. Vile mix of flesh and machine. Is this a form of Necron in its infant state? What has Scavola got to say? Uncertainty statement loaded. Unsure of life form progression path. Diagnosing possible outcomes. Signs of degradation. Deformed segmentation. Physiological deformities. Possible solutions. Infant. Disease. Parasitic life form that represents a form of rift flesh. Should I continue? That's enough, Scavola. I believe we are not the ones to diagnose Necron health, but instead be their executioners. I'm most certainly concerned for my troops' morale. There have been reports of Skitarii disappearing in these tombs, and I believe I now know why. Skitarii lives less than Archaeotech SDC fragments missions. By the way, if you're curious, if you're unfamiliar with Warhammer and are curious why these flayed ones are covered in skin, it's because Necrons used to be an alien race that spanned the galaxy, and then they got tricked by some star gods into becoming they wanted to be immortal, so they got turned into machines. So these guys have a virus, like a disease in their circuits that basically makes them crave having flesh again. So they cut people up and they try and wear their meat. How supportive of you, Redditus. Oh. Hey, you gave me cognition. Ah, no armor on that guy. Good to know, good to know. Okay, let's scan this. Get that black stone. Ah. Actually quite weak. We've played once more warriors. Kill all enemies. Okay. Oh, is that within range? I should have figured as much. Okay, the energy armor is helping though. Please, Max. No. Let's get cognition from this. All the way back over there. Necessarily wants to get closer. Just be one Necron. The damage. Just a scratch in the paint. Presence has been detected. It's about to be undetected. Actually, I should have. Ah. His kill. How unfortunate. Curious to see what Mark II servitors do. Obviously, they'll probably do what Mark I's do, except maybe a little better. But I don't quite know what that... You know, I could do this. If I back out, then... Yeah. This guy will die. Oh, excellent. So we have those two down, so it's just a flayed one at 5. Okay. Right. Thank you, Moobot, for feeding that spam bot to the wood chipper. This could kill. Not. But it will kill next turn. Okay, give me your stats. 2 physical resist. Okay. This will be net, no cognition change. To Necron Awakening. Banish thee! Banish thee! I don't actually have any ranged attacks, so there's no real point in me. Yeah, that guy's probably gonna die there. Stay here. That was a little bit more lethal. Could have gotten through this on 0. When you get closer, you fucking metal bastard. That has physical resist. Hi, Genie. Welcome me in. Oh, this best case scenario, this kills, but it will certainly put him in lethal threshold for. Oh, yeah, it killed outright. Wasn't expecting that. That was like a 25% chance. How are you doing, Genie? Sayings of the Archmagi, Appendix 4. Such sweet music is the chatter of binary that has no tongue to lie. Sure, the volume is sufficient, Magos. Let his world be exalted to the 11th degree. Money for just blasting the speakers. Hell yeah. Speak. Background initiative decreased. Probably not going to be able to get. Okay, so we'll get 2 when we go there, right? It'll put us at 1, so we'll certainly get to 2 in that combat. Will we get to 3 if we do another one? I think we can. One more glyph. One more glyph. This one's money. Oh, we're out of servitors. I forgot about that. Our tomb is trying to defend itself. Clearly, mission is working. Aphorisms 94:13. The enemy rushes to action when our ministrations call in fear. Fire. Holy lair of the alien now rings with the words of the Omnissiah. We must strike at our minds as well as our bodies, and we must protect both. In this, like our dogmatis, I agree with you. We are of the same mind in other matters too, Magos. Our exploration of Silva Tenebris should be executed with a view to the destruction of all traces of the alien. I have not yet decided if we should commit to such extremes, Videx. I feel multiple emotional prerogatives as well as logical analysis, all competing for primacy in my neural vaults. Mission here may not be as simple as you think. Just be ready to make the right choice when the time comes, man. Recall the words of our fabricator general. The eyes of the honest eye are ever upon us. Hey, cohort. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's just a direct upgrade. They don't even cost anymore. That's nice. Don't even have enough to... give you a power field generator. You're the one that has physical attacks. Could just do a Curado Claw just to have more options. Yeah. Arc rifle. Sanctus canister. New axe. Decent pile of money. Ominous specs. Okay, they also have 1 more HP as well. This is good. You like this. Tech Inquisitor Scarola, I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveilling alien artifacts and organisms. So the heretics of Stygies 8 can plunder this world for its secrets. Your assertion equals false. If objection concerns offense, go to different mission. I've read these before, but still kind of funny. Leave you free to do as you will. A dereliction of logic, Scarola. Macarians 16:4. Watch your brother, for a sin of heresy is life, the sin of tolerance. Wonders, opportunities, secrets, rare chance for discovery, intelligence on Xenos must not fail to exploit. Logic of your enthusiasm eludes me, Tech Inquisitor. My emotional cores return only peril to our mission personnel and the threat of the awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role equals gather intelligence, seek truth, return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval, gather knowledge for the good of all. How do you intend to go about that? Field operations in person equals suboptimal. Sending tech priests instead equals optimal. The first objective, gather field specimens for study. Tomb of Acropus, commence immediately. There should be plenty of samples here, of course, but first you have to kill them. Balance equals dissection after the fact. I leave the location, identification, execution to your tech priests. Trust this will be worth the effort, Scarola. There are no mere labor servitors we are risking in these tombs. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well. Opportunity to study the effect of Necron technology on human flesh. The Killing Jar. acquire at all costs. Right. Cliff. Time to cheat a little bit. Mechanicus Cliff Guide. Okay, so this one hurts you. What does this one do? Like, I'll circle on that side. Can they be upside down? I'm not seeing this on the guy. I'm gonna press it. Oh, it's a healing. Presence has been detected. Speculation 2 possess autonomous repair, defense, and defense capabilities. For his study equals yes. Have some collected for me. Oh. 2 CP and 40 Blackstone. A worthy find. This gives us a chance to complete the mission before we get to Awakening level 2. Which is good. Kill all enemies. And we can try and destroy that for... Get some shiggles. Right, so this is, he's gonna be that anyway. Okay. I am liking this. In these instances, not a huge difference. I'll have him collect that as he goes up to shoot. Oh, I can also collect all cognition points from one source. So I can... This will probably do that. Okay, so he's gonna get one there. That's gonna be 3. So that's gonna be 4 more. So that's gonna be 1 cog. That's gonna be... Please kill. Did indeed kill. I can move a bit closer. Right. 1 in each. See what they're... Actually, let's put 2 in that guy, because we know that he's vulnerable to the energy damage. Then, since we don't have another use for this servo skull, we can use this, which does 1 damage and reveals his stats. And bingo, we didn't even waste his wait. Okay, well, I can delay turns, so that's fine. Right. That's redundant. There is no need. A threat remaining. Handled easily. Circumstance evaluation. Confirmed disappearing. Confirmed disappointing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction discorporation interrogative. Where do these remain goes? Fascination. Got a Phosphor Serpenta. Awakening increased by 1, but that doesn't matter. So, yeah. Valuable data present is greater than past. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusion positive. Cannot say I support your conclusion. We only lost a couple of servitors. Official conclusion and itemization follows. Necron Corporation witnessed. Enemy constructs destroyed. Greater than 0. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necron available for dissection increased. My emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risked for the fulfillment of your desires, Tech Inquisitor. They are to be risked for the acquisition of intelligence, learning, sacred knowledges. Your understanding equals approvable. They're Mark III servitors. Max the machine spirit of all weapons. Okay, I'm getting some good canticles now. I'm canticlizing. I'm canticling all over the place. Okay, so it's this guy who is... There was... Okay, so if we compare this to... I have Power Axe, 3 to 5 damage. This is less damage. It's less damage. The machine spirit effect is better. And it doesn't cost cognition. Right. The sundering armor versus immobilizing the target. I'm gonna take... I'm not gonna be hurting for cognition, really. So I think I'm gonna take this. So I am about to put another drain on my cognition, because, Oh, this is 2 slots. For the Phosphorus Serpenta. So I will need... More cognition being available would be useful. So let's do this instead. It's a slight downgrade to melee damage, but getting off the machine spirit attack now means that basically one Necron will not be able to fire. I can pin them down in that aspect. Like how he moves the Phosphorus Serpenta around like a... Okay. Actually, yes, that's... More shooty bang bang. Okay, next deployments. Cognition gauge increased. Fuck yeah. The scanner's alright, but... The works for the enemies. Katari and the team of Krampus encountered a destroyer form of Necron that uses anti-gravitational technology. Tech Inquisitor Scavola has requested a cohort engage Necron destroyers so this technology can be studied. We will get to that after this short break, because I am hungry. Actually, slight interruption. I'm gonna mute the BGM and just leave you with the Omnisize Castus Metallica, because this song is a bop. I've returned. There may have been a slight bit of my BGM at the end there. Just wanted to make sure that that was on. So if I stream something else, it's not off. Right. It's the arc rifle. Litany of life. I have bacon and pancakes. Reports received from Sodoma and Kefra. Synopsis follows. Heavy resistance, minimal gains, mounting casualties. Confirm yes, no. Correct. There have been setbacks. Our troops have encountered a new Necron war form. Reaction equals delight. Pray, Tech Inquisitor, explain. Enemy war form. Provisional designation Destroyer. Anti-grav technology confirmed. Explore the request. File access. Anti-gravitational technologies area of Stygies 8. Magoses have requested as high priority study of provisional designation Destroyer. Desirable, necessary, sacred duty. You would be famed throughout Stygies 8 for exploiting this technology. Statement agreed. Request formulation follows. Commence deployment immediately. I don't have a fork. Just a second. Concentration of Necron destroyers is playing merry hell with our Skitarii units in the Tomb of Acropis. They are highly mobile and heavily armored weapons platforms. Taking them on is dangerous in the extreme. Reason to observe them. Troops possessing such technology extrapolated to conclusion greatly increased battlefield effectiveness. I was raised to see that as dangerous thinking, Magos. Put such piety aside for now, Subdomina. Is the cohort ready to advance? They are. Wait. The works of the enemy. Oh, this is initiative advantage down here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means at least 12. Which means at least 2. That's steady. Words of the enemy. Conclusion strength follows. Infinitely arrogant, obsessed with the mechanisms of the cosmos, Lord Saragon, object of veneration, plus fascination. Okay, awakening increased, but we did get cognition points. This is heal. Not that it matters, but... One room's as good as any other. Damn it. That's money. Relevant opportunity to count data on provision. Okay. Those cognition points will be useful. The Xenos show that they are more alien than originally thought. Text of the old cog V12 states one can emerge from the standard form. One must always retain their humanity, or be lost for the men of iron in their way. Do not mean to diverge from the discussion, but what are these iron men? Unclear. The text was logged many millennia ago. There is no other reference to them in my cogitators. Keep focused, brothers. We have a new enemy afoot, and we must ensure they do not surprise us with new trickeries. Be alert and focus. Kill or destroy. There's also this, which is money and a chance to keep this from going to 3. Right. There's no multiple cognition source things. Can run here, that'll trade one, and then get another one there. I don't want to push up too aggressively because I don't want the Necron Destroyer to shift targets and hit me instead. Your objective and one... that in reserve. Okay, you're just a raw sack of health. Okay. This should be... Okay. Noted. That does not help. Oh, damn it, I should have doubled back and grabbed that. Do physical damage. So this will be 2 to 4. Then it'll be 2 to 4 again. Which 1 3 and 1 4. Or 2 4s. So it's basically a okay. So now we are out of luck there, but be able to fire that anyway. So yeah, that one's already activated, so we actually just send that there. Okay. What are those? Opportunity, knowledge, gather, must obtain, required. Scatter detected, display status. No life forms detected, area safe, continue forward. Verify your cogitators. Tell me what surface from Magos risks cogitators. Resic. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology, synthetic, possible artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory equal false. Personal recording. Weeks of study show there are many variants of Scarab, each with its own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed, being when they are deadly in large swarms. Appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Resic's data we thought was corrupt. Must be due to us recording these Xenos forms. The machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitator records. It's unsure why we'd lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. I could just run up and chop this motherfucker. Do that, yeah. Okay, so now he's immobilized. I should have used a canticle. Canticle of craft. Next physical attack will deal +6 damage. but that's all right. Okay. Out of this cognition. Move here. Okay, you'll be able to kill that next turn. With the canticle. I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead and zap this thing. Yeah. Hopefully that gets shot. Oh, we'll have the scarabs to deal with as well. Oh, right. It acts so often. This escapes me. The cognition point. Let's use canticles. I've repaired. Parting shot there. Banish it to hell. What is 6 damage? Just do machine spirit. Fuck, he didn't die. The rodent bastard. You'll be able to kill that. Oh no, it's gonna get back up. And it can attack on the same turn? Put it for 4, not bad, not bad. Okay. Yeah, that's I took a blast from a destroyer that I didn't need to. But okay. Some mistakes, yes. Nothing we can't recover from. Gravity comprehension index plus 3.9%. Projected beneficiary Stigi error. Adeptus Mechanicus. Focused on matters much closer in space and time, Scabola. Reading Tech Acquisitor Statement of Purpose: to perceive the grander picture, to strive to acquire and understand for the benefit of all mankind. Be that as it may, I'm more interested in how your studies will help our mission on Silva Tenebris. Platitude mode. Trust in the scientific Magos method. Magos. Trust in the scientific Magos method. Hey. Both upgraded to mid spirit attacks deal 2 damage. Let's give you back that little thing just in case. Cognition point on kill. Is that just for this guy? I actually like this one more. I'm gonna replace that. The power axe. Perhaps the Omnispix. Right. The Subdomina has a mission. Support Kefra in creating a defensive position. Skitari Vanguard Alpha. Deathmark's Flayed Ones and Necron Warriors. Macro Stubber. Your attacks will now armor, max and machine spirit of all weapons. I think this should be replaced. Perhaps movement. Okay. Do not relish this mission, said Donna Kefra. I ascertain this from your pupil dilation and nervous system stress levels. Even in victory, the men and women on the ground suffer, but there's not something I can imagine troubles Megos. Some tech priests choose to excise the emotional centers of their brains, especially when they reach the rank of Magos. I did not. I fought under plenty of men who had no emotion in the loss of men and women in combat. I'm glad to know I'm not doing that again. I am capable of quarantining emotions in my neurovault and choosing to experience them if they are beneficial. I am not ruled by them, but I am not ignorant of them either. That is why casualty rates on missions under my command are 11.7% below the average. I think that is a good omen. Subdomina Kefra, how goes your attempts of establishing a foothold on Silva Tenebris with our main forces? Nations in the Tomb of Acropolis are continuing Maros. The enemy is pressing our perimeter hard. It is possible to explore the tomb if all my troops are tied up, keeping themselves from being overrun. The enemy is aware of our presence. Seems like it. We're not just attacking it, we're not going to exerting pressure at key points, hoping we will falter. Logic demands a response. Ignoring this predicament invites defeat. Your solution? With your help, collapse the tomb on them first. Plotted 4 locations. If these are made impassable with demolition charges, Necrons won't have the run of their own tomb anymore. Forward, we'll see this done. Key points are blocked, Necrons will be funneled into our crossfires and spend a lot more lives testing our defenses. I am not certain the Necrons can accurately be said to have lives. Well, whatever they have, they're going to lose a lot of them. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably double back that glyph. That's a room with nothing in it, isn't it? Ignition points from that. Good, good, good. Ooh, our gauge is increased. I forgot about that. We're checking this out. Damage here might give us some information on how best to bring down target. Salmon. Cognition points. Damage on a servitor. Giving them the initiative advantage. God damn it. Oh. Should have doubled back for the glyph. Oh well. Sudden appearance on aspects, unexpected. Diagnosis, possible attack from teleportation, warp travel, unknown. There's no form of warp travel. The telepathic aboard has reported no disturbance near the planet the whole time we've been here. Alternate dimensional shift, teleportation unknown. Teleportation tech too volatile. No power signs, no lightning, no singe marks. Tomb too deep for teleportation. Alternate dimensional shift unknown. We know there is only the immaterium and real space. Scriptures have been written about only these two for millennia. Nothing. Note in conclusion. Unknown logged. Disappointment. Desire for answers must be fulfilled. Survive for 4 rounds. Survive. That was very nice of you. Okay. Looks like only one opportunity attack can be had per round. Shoot him with a gun. Ouch, motherfucker. $80 Blackstone. Right. Punch him. Okay, the acid's gonna kill this guy, but might as well get that out of the way before it does him in. Oh, might as well move here. It's -2. Oh, right. I forgot that this guy has flat 2 damage on his machine spirit attacks. I was wondering why there was so much oomph behind those. Wait, I can shoot you from over here. Get fucking annihilated, idiot. So he'll do 3 to 5. I'll use the canticle on him to kill. Next. Give me that cognition point. Canticles. So do 9 to 11, which will obliterate him from the face of this earth. I'll get 2 cognition for that because I killed and I harvested. I don't think you're going to get into the fight in time. Go to finish off that guy. Back's the machine spirit. Die! Radius Xenos fell. It's on 2 HP. Trade. But puts me in a better position, so. This will kill him. Servants of the Omnissiah will live now, who would otherwise die, Magos. We will profit nothing on this world if our troops on the ground cannot keep the tombs open until we can ascertain the threat they contain. Maybe, but nevertheless, I thank you. You, Skitarii, have much reason to expect a tech priest to come to their aid so directly. We are used to being disposable. My inertial cores return dismay and anger whenever a Skitarii is described as disposable. No one is disposable so long as they do the Omnissiah's work. Thus it is written. Right. Oh, improved litany of life. What if you stabbed people to death? Or Tor, we want the power field on you for sure. Alright, you're a melee bot. What is my purpose? You attack enemies in melee. Right, macro stubber. Ignition gauge increase. Fastest mechadendroid. Stop the rebellion. Well, this Domino only has one. That is the only one with an easy mission. Well, this is also an easy mission, but no, it isn't. Yeah. I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh yeah, I was gonna check who won. Ah, Face Clan. Right. Before long? More cognition, more cognition, more cognition! No problem, Magos. Doubtful you seize my attention with such alacrity. Where are they going to plan? Said Domna. My Skatara units is escorting an Oculus topographist to provide fuller interior scans of the tomb. When bogged down by Necron attacks and are cut off, they will surely perish if they do not get immediate support and the Oculus. You lost two, and yes, I'm aware it is worth a lot more than any of my soldiers' lives. Your heavy fire. Trying to prepare a defense position. Both possibilities reduce the percentage chance of the Oculus topographist being recovered. I need your tech priest on this, Myros. We have to move with speed and a hell of a lot of firepower. That I can supply, we move immediately. Okay. Like our path is that. That's health, that's pain. Then the beacons poison help scan the area. A. Got cognition. Oh. That was worth. How glorious, the Xenos vary their weapons. Tesla weapons tech. They do not show signs of Promethean flare tech, which only shows their inferior steps in technological advancement. I recall that in Xenos and the Cant V00101001, the Xenos, now Videx, dealt with Immortals for a while now. They're proving to be a worthy threat. Now they have separate weapon patterns. This is most concerning for our troops, sire. Troops are of little concern. Mission is always priority over bio life forms. What? The bio life forms are necessary to do the mission. Can't put the cart before the horse here. Start battle. They come to us. We kill the shit out of them. Let's delay the turn. Just the one damage. Get a... Feel your stats. Okay. 2 unarmored units in the front. Use this. The armor's up. Becomes the decoy. Right. This is what we want. Now. To engage the schmucks. Alright, this is guaranteed to kill. % of attacks. I can delay the turn no longer. Same. Just have to allow for this bottleneck. Sent him over there. Scarabs emerging. It was worthwhile. Delay your turn. Seems like a shame to... Ouch. Ooh, you're tough. Okay. That one will die if and when it tries to... Are you there? All cognition points. That. Just slaying this gives me another cognition point, so that's... So, boop. Power field is disabled. You know what's not disabled? This. We have those unused, Wait, now those open. Got a warrior and an immortal. Give me those immortal stats. Okay, 14 resistance to physical pen. Don't want to group up too much because then we will just be swung on, but I'm hoping that this servitor of ours can... Oh. Jeremiah! I wanted to... Or the Rust Stalker. Real heavy damage. Right, 66% chance this kills. But it don't. Why would it? Oh. Don't have to kill this guy again, so... Wait, now you served your purpose. Really? use this to close to point blank range. Alright. Good. Good. So now I can kill this guy by scanning him. Most survivors are back at our lines, and the Oculus has been salvaged. We have been set back in our exploration of the tomb of Argalek, but not nearly so far as we would have been had the unit been lost. Is it providing data? It is fully functional over that stage. It report nothing other than that the tomb is huge. It shall be factored into future missions. Ensure I'm appraised of further developments. New sector located. These guys at... Okay, so they're at their third... I mean, you are going to be the one charging in, getting all the... Can I equip 2 of these? I can. Seems a little... Right, this is Mechadendrite. I think the lack of a... I think I'd rather have this than that. I'd rather have something else than either of those. Just a couple little... Let's give you that. Just because, you know, just in case there's a need to. All that. Micro stabbers, kind of useful. Deployments. Okay, blaster. Power field generator. I like this. Absorbed 5 damage to allies in range. Make them a little bit tankier. Damage 3 movement, 10 critical chance until its next base attack. Also good. Stop the rebellion. Going to get, yes, the current transmission has flooded the Tomb of Argolok with Necron data. Which let's go for this one. Because the matter most perturbatory has arisen. Tombs of Argolok. Previous interactions suggest you still feel it is not pure enough. I've rested and spent lives with this task. Worse than that, Magos, we're not trouble you, for we're not. As Fabricator General Kane once said, sometimes our prayers are answered, but not in the way we would prefer. Following our transmission of Lingua Techna prayers in the tomb, we have received reports of a counter-transmission. It is a crude form of binary that echoes Lingua Technis, but it is a foul and blasphemous tirade of heresy from the mind of Vizanos. See, most concerning. Something within the Tomb of Argolok has awakened with sufficient autonomy to transmit its own mockery of our prayers. Our course of action is clear. Questros Mechanicor 5:21. From the mouths of the heretic, emit naught but foul vapors. Cut out the tongue and be clean. Probable source is a cogitator-like device deep inside the tomb. It's transmitting on a broad spectrum and a version of our own Lingua Technis to ensure we can hear it. Melanthians 9:41. Thus does the enemy seek to crush our spirit, for our souls are our most potent weapon. I've already deployed the cohort, Magos, but do we have any idea what we are dealing with? Nothing that cannot be silenced with fire and fury. Cannot be certain what Necron device is. We should be wary of what we might find. Nevertheless, the fount of blasphemy must be stemmed. Advance deeper into the tomb immediately and execute our will. Execute our will. 2, 3, 4. Might be able to get out of this with only 1 point. Okay, that did not work. Battleground battles with our armor not thick enough. Pestilence proving equally ineffective, must find weakness before we're connection lost. Guess we'll have a tough time using heavily armored forces against this specimen. Maybe we can use their strength against them. Kill all enemies. Hey, this is the same map. Alright. Look at that cognition gauge. That's the kind of shit I like to see. This guy has some profound range. Probably waste cognition points on... Oh. Good target. That has energy resistance, 7 health. Planning to overcome it with melee. Oh, I didn't realize there were guys over there. I can run up and kill this thing. You are so fast. Let's be here. Mechanical of the craft. That's resistant to energy damage. Fine enough. That spawns scarabs. Right, good hit. Vanished. By the will of the machine god, I am made whole again. Indeed! Alright. Let's take the cognition. Next turn, we'll see this thing dead. Right, there's a solid chance this kills. The word of the enemy can serve. Observe something inside that would perish in air. Some kind of memorial to the void. Argolic was a space fleet admiral after all. A vacuum itself is not an issue to our cohort, but when the room becomes depressurized, there could be negative effects. Lead. Oh. Like a version of the... Right. Okay. Right through here, we're gonna get reinforcements there and there. Ignition there and there. Notable. Jeremiah. Close up as much as we can. Back cognition gauge stuff. Up and immortal. HP does that thing have? 9? Advance. I'll save those points. Okay, that one's physical resist. We can hit it from over here. Right. Gain cognition point. No movement or whatnot to be had. Oh. Give me your stats. If and when that thing moves, it'll die immediately. The swing will be worth, because he'll go ahead and clear the way. So I'll have to unload, yeah, both of these, but this thing will die. Damage. Have a Skitari Ranger finish that thing off. Me cognition, stop it from getting back up. Right. It's killed. Goddamn fast. Okay, even if we just save that cognition, this is worth. Because now this thing is gonna get chopped to shit as soon as it That's just raw health. Noted. Might as well shoot you. It can't even deal any damage, but charges the machine spirit for the next attack. Raw HP. Oh. I'm sure this guy dies here. Oh. Nigh but immune to all suffer opportunity attacks. What I actually want to do here is retreat a little. Support attacks will ignore armor. Ouch. Getting the shit fucked up. I wish I had. Let's reanimate one turn faster. We should be able to get that back down to 2. Pop that canticle. Right. And finish that off. Wait, I can just do that. He's handled now. Further away for him. And just keep yoinking that. This is a good spot for you to be in. Alright. Old poker machine. Good job. Core comes across Necron device mounted in a chamber deep in the tomb. Destroy it with extreme prejudice. The transmissions halt. However, the heretic is silenced as if his weapons and tools are stripped from him. He is left impotent and weak. Appreciate the benefit to the Skitari removing this moral threat. I can feel the emotions they do. Relief, joy even. Take solace from them before I compartmentalize them. The journey towards inefficiency is halted. Efficiency is a slope whereupon one slides ever downwards by degrees until one reaches the nadir unknowing. The lowest point, or a point on the celestial sphere directly below the observer, diametrically opposite the zenith. Cool. This is my gunman. Wish to give. One to the damage of all the energy attacks. What if I got some kick-ass melee weapons? If I got some just real big guns. So this is a cognition-hungry boy, right? Gotta keep that in mind. Huh. I am starting to feel the effects of me not having eaten basically anything yesterday because I was a little bit sick. So that's going to be it for me. Thank y'all for stopping by. Yeah. Like to stay up to date with live GT stuff and posts. Occasional meme, etc., etc. Social media's right there. Same all my Discord there, including stream updates, random thoughts about my special events when they happen. Want to catch up on VODs, watch any of the edits I produce every now and again. YouTube channel is right there. And of course, there's always Old Faithful. Drop a follow here. Get notified when I go live next. Anyway, that's going to be it for my time. Bye-bye.